As usual, I am a happily married man and a humble father of four. And as always, I am here with none other than the Honorable, the Reverend Joshua Ezzy.
The one and only, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing, man? You doing all right, Brandon?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm ready to kick this thing off. We've been gone for a while. I missed it. And
we missed the whole summer, bro.
We missed the whole summer, and there's a lot that we need to talk about. So
let's get right into it, brother.
We're going to go ahead and get right into it. So, as usual, we're going to start the podcast with the weekly airing of grievances. All right? So, as we mentioned, I've missed a lot while I was gone. And one of the things that I missed was the controversy between one Drake Aubrey Graham and Pusha T. So there's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot that happened. So Pusha T came out with his album. He sent a shot, out at Drake on his track. I think it was Infrared, something like that.
Oh, did he?
He didn't. Yeah, he said, he didn't write his rhymes and things like that. So Drake clapped back with the Duppy freestyle. Okay, it was hot. You know what I mean? It was hot. But then Pusha T came back,
a veteran,
with what I consider to be quite possibly the most destructive diss record ever constructed. The story of Adonis, Adonis, whatever his name is.
Might as well Obadiah.
I don't think that's the name, but we're gonna call it that for now. So here's the thing, and here's my airing of grievance. There's a lot. We'll probably talk more about the actual beef itself, but my grievance is with Drake. All right, because in that diss record that Pusha T put out, he brought to light the fact that Drake has a child.
Man.
A whole child that we knew nothing about.
I mean, I kind of understand why he hid his son, bro. I think he was hiding his son, not to hide the son, but who he had the son with. See, it wasn't like he had a baby. Hey, he didn't have a baby with those ladies in his what's the music video? With the one he had all the girls in it.
Nice for what?
Nice for what? See,
it's true.
It's one thing if he had a baby with one of those nice for what girls.
No.
But who he had a baby with, I would have probably had my son too.
Yeah, had a baby with a former, we'll say adult entertainer.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. But
that's a mess. Triple X.
Yeah, but I mean, still, come on. Like, you can't. If you have a child, you can't hide your child from the public. Like, first of all, I'm surprised that it took that long for it to come out. Like, I'm surprised that nobody really knew that he had a child. But if you do have a child, come on. Like, and here's the thing. Here's where the real airing of grievance comes in.
Okay.
He tried to Drake the situation, right?
Oh,
and normally
man.
he can do that. He tried to come. His album just came out. It's a good album. I like the album. But he tried to come with the line, what did he say? He said, I wasn't trying to hide my child from the world. I was trying to hide the world from my kid.
It's impossible.
Everybody was like, Drake, no. You can't pull that line. I bet that sounded real slick in your head.
Nah. He wrote that line after Pusha T came out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he pushed his album back a week.
He thought it was going to be, he thought that was going to fly. No. The internet has gone ham on that line. Like, it doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry. You can't hide a child. Like, okay, you can have a child and keep them out of the public eye, right? That's like what Jay-Z and Beyonce, do. Like, you don't see their kids that much. Or other celebrities, you don't see their kids a whole lot. But they have kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I've ever seen the Carter twins, but I know they have twins. So that's my earring of grievance, Drake. You caught a L on this one, man. It's not good.
Hey man, listen, man. Like I said, man, if it was one of those ladies from the Nice for What video, I'm pretty sure he would have been front street with the baby. But as believers, it's best to just keep it clean. You know, I'm here to bring virginity and abstinence back, celibacy. I think you can avoid all this just by keeping things closed and holy. You won't have to worry about an Adidas press run. That's a blessing. But now that press run is pressed down. But the real lesson here is that you don't have to grieve. Well, I don't have another sentence to go with that, but you don't have to worry about grieving if you're not sleeping around. That's just the reverend's input. I shout out to Drake. I pray for the brother. I hope the sons finds God. I hope Drake finds the Lord. And it's unfortunate who he had the baby by, but that's God's daughter too, and she has air in her lungs, and she too can be saved. But it wasn't nice for what? That's what she said when he asked her to go to the abortion clinic.
I gotta be nice for what?
Nice for what?
You about to pay all of this child support.
You about to pay all. I don't gotta be on Pornhub no more. I don't have to. No. Hey man, listen, man.
Well, Cardi say, I don't gotta dance no more.
You don't gotta do nothing no more. She said, Drake, this child shall live. This child will live and not die, saith the Lord. She
caught you slipping, Drake.
She said, listen. She said, you ain't gonna try to kill no kids 2 months and under. This child shall live, because if this child lives, Gucci bag, Louis, Supremes.
Right.
What can you say, bro? But that's good for the airing of grievance. Ladies and gentlemen, learn your lesson. Some people hide their children not because of the child, but because of who they had the child with. I am thankful to this day. I don't have to worry about no baby mama drama. I don't have to worry about any issues with child support. I'm glad, and I think this is a lesson all of us should learn from. That we should just keep it holy, keep it sanctified, keep God in the mix. Because you don't know. Study. Hey, listen, Bible study and community. Don't have Bible study alone. Don't have Bible study alone. It never works.
Oh man. All right, so that was the weekly airing of grievance. We're going to go ahead and move it on, keep it moving. We're going to leave Drake alone.
Yeah.
Sorry, Drake.
Listen.
I'm sure you're listening, but...
No, he's not listening.
We're fans. All right.
I guess, not quite.
So the next topic we're going to talk about, being that this is 4th of July week, tomorrow is actually the 4th of July as we're recording this, we're going to help you guys out, because that's what we do here at the Good Guys Podcast. We're going to give you the Good Guys Guide to Cookouts. What to do.
Oh, do I have a list for you guys?
I'm sure you have a list. Wow. Okay. That looks like a book. That looks like your 5th book?
Oh, I could write a book. 6 books, sir.
Sure. 6?
Unfortunately, 6. Unfortunately, you don't keep up with what I do. You don't care about my accomplishments. You care more about Drake and Scorpion, but you don't care about the shed blood lamb. True. You don't care about what the coach does. Only time you looked at my stories like once a year.
You look at your stories all the time. Okay. Not most of the time there you're driving down the street listening to music that I never heard of.
Listen, I am the plug. Okay. I put people on the music. That's what they enjoy my stories for.
That's what's up, man. All right. Well, right now they're going to enjoy your take on cookouts, because there's a lot of things, there's a lot of nuances that come with going to cookouts, especially as us as, African Americans. I can't really speak for other ethnicities if they have cookouts. Can't speak for those. I've only been to African American predominantly cookouts. So there's a lot of nuances. There's a lot of do's and don'ts. Okay, you don't want to piss anybody off. You don't want to make anybody mad. You don't want to get yourself uninvited. So we're going to give you the guides, the things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do at a cookout. Josh, I'll let you kick it off.
Oh man, let me go ahead and get my list going. Number 1, observe.
Always a good idea.
You always got to make sure you look around the place. You got to make sure you got to check. See, cookouts don't come with sanitation grades.
Mm.
So you got to observe. You got to make sure the counter is clean. You got to make sure the cooking utensils are clean. You just got to observe the place to make sure, number one, to observe this, make sure you can find a seat. A seat preferably close to the grill. A seat preferably close to where the food's final destination.
Okay.
You just got to observe. That's my first point. Observations, brother. What's yours, man?
Okay. My first point is a don't. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, don't bring unsolicited guests to the cookout.
Oh, man.
Okay. Because, you know what I mean? Like, when you have a cookout, like, nobody's rich. You know, there's a certain amount of food that's prepared. Now, if you are hosting the cookout, you do want to make sure that you have plenty of food available. However, if you roll up to the cookout with some, you know, CeeLo from the block that nobody knows, he'll never come around, nobody knows this dude, and he's up here eating plate after plate to go. No, that's a no.
They're the worst.
No-go. That's a no-go. Okay? If you're in a relationship and nobody knows about them, don't bring them to the cookout. Don't bring a relationship. Don't bring a significant other to the cookout unless they have already been vetted, okay, by your family. Unless your family already knows that you're dating that person.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring
the cookout is not the time to introduce
a
new flame, a new love.
It's not the time. It's really not.
It's not the time because it's awkward for me now because I'm the coach. Everyone comes to me for advice. I don't got time for people asking me, hey, what do you think about Bob? I'm like, look, man, I'm here to eat, bro. I'm not here to coach. I'm here to eat.
Exactly. And we don't know how they're going to act. They might not know how to act. It might be a cookout. You know, you got your mama and she, you know, she loves the Lord. She's got the Bible on every, you know, tabletop. And they come in cussing and, you know what I mean, with a bottle of hen. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, they don't know how to act. And we can't have that. So don't bring unsolicited guests to the cookout, Josh.
No.
What's your next point?
Number 2, brother. Always come 1 to 2.5 hours late.
Strategy.
Listen, man, cookouts are never on time, man.
Okay.
I don't come for the casual conversations. I don't come to hear that the greens are just getting washed. I'm not here to hear that the burgers are just getting prepped. I'm not here for that. I'm here for when it's time to pray and eat. Since I'm the designated prayer for every cookout, people always come to me to pray. So I'm just like, let me know 10 minutes till cooking time so I can give y'all, so I can bless the food. Also, that's another thing. Make sure you have a person that can bless the food. See, if I'm at your cookout, you know the food is blessed. You know the food is covered. Because, hey, we don't know how these people cook, but that's why I come to cookouts. I pray, I grab a plate, and I sit down. That's it. So in order to get success at a cookout, come 1 to 2.5 hours later than a suggested time of arrival. If they say 4, come at 6. They say 2, come at 4. Now, I don't know about other ethnicities. Y'all might do y'all cookouts on time.
But if you on that CP time.
Oh, CP.
You already know. You're going to get there at the time of the cookout. If you get there at the actual time of the cookout, the food's not going to be ready. The food's not even going to be fully prepped yet.
Not even prepped.
Much less on the grill. So.
Or if you get there early, they're going to put you to work.
That's true as well. They're going to have you in the kitchen peeling potatoes and chopping onions.
I don't got time for that, man. What I look like? What I look like? Do I look like a person that came to cook or to come to eat? If I was 5'6", 120.
Wow.
I came to eat, man. I didn't come to cook. I ain't come to talk. This is 4th of July. This is a cookout, man. This is cheat day of all cheat days.
But you can't just show up to the cookout just in time to eat. Eat real quick and then just bounce, man. Like, that's a cookout, no. You can't do that. You can't do that.
I can. Well, no. When you're in a relationship, you can't go nowhere. Man, being single and going to a cookout is great because you can always lie. Well, that's another rule.
It's true.
Okay. It's okay to lie. Listen, if you go, it's your first time at a person's cookout, you observed and you saw that the food might not be prepped well, it's okay to lie and say this is your third cookout for the day. That I'm too full, but you pack a plate home. Because I'm telling you, if this your first time at somebody's house and the food ain't legit.
Yeah, you can't just sit there, with the food on your plate. You take a couple bites and it's not good, and you can't just sit there with the food on your plate, because then people are gonna ask, "Oh, you too good for this food."
Yes, man. Listen,
ain't good enough.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Don't ask me those dumb questions. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ooh.
I am a food connoisseur. I can't hide my facial expression. Remember we was at your house that one time? Your mom cooked that rice and beef tips. Man, I leaned back in that chair. I about fell out my chair. That thing was so good, brother. If that thing nasty and I start coughing, and I start coughing like that, that thing wasn't good.
Yeah.
Listen, don't ask me, man. Don't ask me, because I'm gonna look at you in the eyes and be like, look, first off, I wasted my time being at this cookout. Number one.
Wasted gas.
And now your food is nasty. Think about me when you're cooking. Think about what it takes to get to the cookout. Think about me. Don't rush the cooking process when you know I drove here and I had to go pick her up and bring her too. And it's hot. And I sat there for an hour and a half. Even if I consulted my 2.5 hour time frame and your food's still not done, I sat there and ate your food. And your food is nasty? Come on, man. Show some respect.
Yeah.
Leave it to the mothers.
If you're in a relationship, you're out of luck. Like you said, if you're single, you can probably slide in. You know what I'm saying? Taste the food. Don't taste good.
I'm so glad her family can cook, bro. Cause boy.
All right.
What's your next one, bro?
Next point is a cookout do. Okay. So if you are going to a cookout, and if you're bringing a dish, if you're cooking meat, make sure your meat is fully cooked. Please. Okay, there's nothing worse than getting that piece of barbecue chicken and it looks perfect from the outside. Looks perfect color, crispy, you know what I'm saying? Good texture on the outside, nice sear. And then you bite into it.
Nice sear.
And you get a squirt of blood and it's pink and not done. Because it's easy to do. Okay, when you're cooking chicken like in the oven, cooking chicken in the crock pot, you can't really mess it up. It's going to get to the right temperature.
It is.
Cooking on the grill, that's when it takes a little bit of skill. Okay? You should be using a temperature thermometer, putting it in the chicken, making sure it's at the proper temperature. Nobody.
Nobody uses that.
And that's why. And that's why you have to make sure that your meat is done.
And if you're under 25 cooking, I don't trust you.
Don't do it. If you're under 25, don't bring a main entree. That's another point. If you're under 25, you bring a bag of chips. Okay?
Bring something from the store off a shelf, not off the frozen aisle.
Stop by Family Dollar on your way to the cookout. Get you the big jug, you know what I'm saying, of, what's that punch? Get your big jug of that punch from Family Dollar, and you bring that to the
But isn't that punch in Spanish?
I think it is. It's a Spanish name. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. Never looked at it. I just drink it.
Don't drink it now, because that thing might, that's type 2 diabetes in a
Oh, yeah, that's diabetes in a jug right there. That's
if you listen,
diabetes.
I only want mothers, uncles cooking on the grill.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it, man. All right, go ahead.
My next one, man. These are the pregame. Before you go to the cookout. These is pregame. This is what you do before you go to a cookout. Number 1, exercise before you go to a cookout to remove the guilt of gluttony. Hey, listen, because I exercise pre-repentance before a cookout, BD.
Okay.
Pre-repentance. I go before the Lord. I say, Lord, I'm going to sin today. If I know I'm going to a place that is a sanitation grade 102 and cookout, and they've been consistent over the years, I'm exercise pre-repentance. Father, I come before you right now in the name of your son, Jesus. I know I am your son. I know you love me. I know you care. but I'm going to sin of gluttony today. 3 chili dogs, Father.
Mm.
Double cheeseburger, Father.
Mm-hmm.
No, listen, and let me tell you this one time. If I'm coming to your cookout, don't offer me anything with mayonnaise in it. Okay? Don't even worry about it. If you want to get your feelings hurt, offer me potato salad. There's nothing worse than the aunt that walks around begging people to try her potato salad.
Oh man, you're going into one of my points, Jay.
Go ahead, BD.
All right. That was a good point, by the way, though.
Yeah.
For those of you who are trying to be health conscious, that is a good idea. Work out before you go to the cookout. Not necessarily so that you can be gluttonous and overeat, all right, and eat ridiculous amounts of food. But normally when you work out, right, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're not going to want to overeat when you go to the cookout. That would be my advice. But nevertheless, whether you do it to overeat or undereat, work out. It's always a good idea. All right. So since you went into one of my points, I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Don't bring potato salad. Just don't do it. Don't bring potato salad. Don't bring regular salad. Don't bring any kind of fruit salad. Don't bring any kind of salad.
This is not Thanksgiving. This is not Thanksgiving.
No. And you probably should, you should be vetted before bringing potato salad to Thanksgiving. But don't even bring it to a cookout. Just don't do it. It's too, you know what I mean? The margin of error is too large. Okay? There's not a whole lot of people that can make good potato salad. If you nasty potato salad, it's not going to get eaten. Nobody wants that at a cookout. We don't. You know you got the small little Dixie plates at the cookout. It's not like Thanksgiving where you got, plates that, are like a real plate. You're going to have the little Dixie plate. So you only have room. You're going to have 2 entrees at a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 meats. And you probably got room for maybe 2 sides. That's about it. So who's going to choose potato salad? That's probably going to be nasty.
Nope.
Don't bring potato salad. Don't bring salad. Don't bring fruit salad. If the name salad's in it, don't bring it.
Don't even think about it. And let me tell you one thing else, man. Listen to me closely. If you're going to a place that executes high cookout, they up here with the cookout thing, relax and chew. Chew your food. You don't want to be bloated if you know you're going to be there for the 2.5 hours. 22 chews, man. I'm telling you, I know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to chew that burger, each bite, 22 chews. But take it from me. When you're in a relationship and you know you're going to be there 2 hours, you can't leave. And you don't want to be the guy that blows up the bathroom. You don't want to be that guy. Chew your food, relax, take your time. And then after you eat, go outside and play with the kids and the dog, and you can let go and let God out there. But just relax, man. My next point is don't be idle. Don't be idle. Being idle leads to indigestion. Okay?
Wow.
You got to go out there and go, baby girl, babe, I'm going outside for a minute. I want to play with the kids. She thinking that he love the kids. Auntie's over the top. You just trying to get out in the air, play kickball, soccer, just move around so you can make room for round 2.
That's a golden nugget. That is a golden nugget, Josh. This is free game that we're giving you guys.
Listen, tomorrow, yo. Tomorrow.
Use it.
I'm telling you.
Not only does your significant other think that you're great with kids, not only do you win points that you may be able to cash in later, but you get to run around and let a few fly.
Listen, man, because it ain't nothing. If it was up to me, I would just go to the cookout just for 1 hour and leave. Mm-hmm. That's not the case.
Mm-mm. Not if you're in a relationship. You've got to stay. You've got to play the game. You've got to mingle. Go play with the kids.
Go play with the kids.
Kids don't know.
And then blame it on the kids. That's what I blame it. Dang, Juju. God dang, boy, was that you?
Now you know you like. Let you have some milk. Who
Now you know. Now,
let
who
you
let
have
you
some
get the potato salad, bro? God, you smell like a man.
What? That smell like a grown man fart.
That's a grown man, Juju. Boy, what you eat in there? Who gave that boy a double cheeseburger?